Well, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday the 23rd, 24th. I really don't know. I've been on puppy duty and flood watch all night. Um, Puppies are doing really well. Um, uh, by the time you see this video, the puppy video will be up. Um, they're a handful, but they are adorable, and we're loving every minute of it. And well, the video today is going to be about the flood watch. And here comes Garfunkel to let me know he's hungry. So, further ado, first of all, welcome to the Grateful Rose River Homestead. I'm your host, Papa Bear. And like I said, I've been on puppy watch and flood watch all night. Not so much the puppies, but mostly the flood. Um, the puppies just went back to bed. I was up at 5 o'clock with them. Got them outside. They went outside and did their business. And then they ate their food, went in the house and played, and then they started getting tired, and so I said, well, it's one more time outside, and then I was like, well, you know what, it's morning. It's I don't know exactly what time it is. It's very early in the morning. Um, uh, if you remember a couple of videos ago, I talked about we have to wait and see what this property does, meaning that, you know, as far as flooding and stuff and water-wise, and so make sure I'm not going to step on Garfunkel. I have my monk boots on, so that would not feel too good. So that was, that's, the key here is just kind of see how what land is usable and what land is not usable. And so, further ado, let me just go ahead and just flip you around here and so you can see it. All right. Now, you've seen the videos before of me doing the walk through here with the water, but the water is very high today. Matter of fact, just to show you, water is almost up this side of this bank here. This is just what we call the overfill area. This is not a runoff from up above. If you can see way over there, supposedly there's a culvert up there somewhere that a lot of water drains from. There's not any water in the soccer field over there. There's no water at all. All this water is from our little waterfall. Now, some of this water was built up before the river even got high, so some of it might be a runoff from up there. I'm not 100% sure, but like I said, there is no water at all in the soccer field. But the river is extremely high. We're now up to this log point here. If you know anything about if you've seen some of the previous videos, see that tree right there? That tree I can actually stand at, and that's where I mowed all the brush back. So that tells you how much water is there. Overnight, this has developed even a little bit bigger than I expected. Last night, I don't know, it was about 8 o'clock, I was out. This was not here. This came up about, I'd say about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. There's a pipe right there at that little point. Not the white pipe there, but that little marker right there. Now, I believe that is a drain for all this water that's here. I can't go too far out because it does get deeper. I don't feel like getting wet. It's only like 32 degrees, so but there's my muck boots. I'm halfway up. If I go out any further, it gets deeper. I cleaned all the leaves out of there, and it seemed like it was draining. The water would run in there. So I wasn't too worried about it, but like I said, overnight, this came up really quick. I've been watching it because we have our stuff sitting in the floor of the barn. I mean, there's like mowers and trimmers, or not trimmers, but other things that we have on the ground sitting inside the floor of the barn. So if water gets any higher, which I don't think it is because it's going down about a foot. I've been watching it overnight. This is Garfunkel, you're just going to have to wait till I'm done doing this video. So that's the reason why I've been up all night, because if I have to get the tractor out of there. I'm not too worried about anything else, but I need to get the tractor up out of harm's way. I've got a lot of other expensive equipment that needs to be moved up to higher ground if I need to. This is still a mystery. Apparently, I don't know if it's working or not working. I did open that drain right here. I don't know what the purpose of that is. Now, like I said, I noticed water was running into that pipe. So that tells me that water should be coming out of here. Yes, Garfunkel. But because there's water pouring in down there, you see where it's all bubbling? That water is probably backflowing into into this right here, because that's the only place this water will be coming from. So probably it's too late now to do it because it's way down there. This would be up to my waist if I got down in that water. So there's no way to reach down there and try to close off that drain now. So there is definitely going to have to be some things looked at about this whole system here. We had some trees come down last night because of the high winds. I got a tree right there that's broken off. This is halfway up the ramp. Right there's the entrance. So we're looking right here. Then we have if you remember back here in the back, I talked about back here in the back, water being this junk pile is floating. This is definitely a mosquito haven. That's why I got to get this cleaned out, or at least start getting some of this stuff piled up out of here, because this is nothing but a mosquito haven and other rodents and a rodent haven. But back here, this has really went up since last night. I came here, let's see, last night we got home around 6 o'clock in the evening. I was washing dishes up in the house, and I noticed the table, and the picnic table was going to be probably taken off the bank if I didn't come out here and intervene. So I was able to walk out there. There was no water at all at 6 o'clock. Like I said, overnight this came up. So this whole area, if you know anything about any previous videos you've seen, you're able to walk around here. That's the brush pile that apparently can't be burned right now because of all the water. But this is, we're totally washed out up here. If you see that watermark right there, that's why I believe it's gone down about a foot. So I'm just praying that this goes down further. That's the electric box. Go around here. This is about the furthest I can go with, because this is very deep. Now see, I moved that table up a foot, probably more than a foot up from the bank, and now It's totally submerged underwater. Like I said, I've been on flood watch just because of the stuff in the barn. I didn't want it to be get damaged or wet, so that's the reason why I've been up pretty much all up and on all night. But this is why I said, you know, we have to live here and along the river, and we have to figure out what what happens on this property. You know, someone could tell you, you know, well, it flooded in 2005, you know, well, okay. But it doesn't tell you exactly, you know, where things are at, how much water can you get. So it's always a learning process when you move to a property, especially along a river. We knew that going into this. This is definitely you have to have a love of the river and not resist it. You resist the flood or the river, it will eat you alive. You know, I remember seeing videos of people living by rivers, and you know, even my parents, you know, lived. We had a small. It was. I want to say a creek, and it flooded out my childhood home. But my parents continued to live there for several more years, even after it had been flooded several times. So you have to have a love of if you love this land like we do. I mean, yes, we got water, but look at this beautifulness. I mean, this is just straight up beauty. I mean, it really is. Yes, you live beside a big, massive river, and that massive river can get angry sometimes, especially when you have as much rain as we did. We are not to be having any more rain in the forecast until later this week. Like I said, this is Sunday. It's not supposed to happen. I think they said Friday or Saturday we're supposed to have more rain. So there's the water. If you've seen some previous videos, I've showed you the bank here, how deep far down the bank is, and you can just imagine that'd be over your head. So, like I said, we're just kind of playing it by ear. Of how much water we can get, and it's very important to documentate it. Like I said, I mean, this system might be working. This is probably just a normal thing what happens when the river comes up. So, you know, am I worried about it? No. Am I worried about the water over there on the other side? No. Because the payoff is having beautiful view and living beside a beautiful river. You know, we have insurance. We have, you know, like I said, you just got to be on your toes with it. Like I said, we will just keep watching this throughout the day. Hopefully the river drops down, and if it drops down, then water won't go any further than what it is already. There is that chance that, you know, we will still have to move stuff up. But right now, it's not moved any further up than I had already marked it. I marked a spot, and I said, well, if it gets that spot there, then it's time to get things moving out of here. But for now, we're just going to kind of wait and play it by ear. So, but it's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful spring morning. I love being up here or out here in the mornings and taking walks. Gypsy girl went inside with the pups. She really loves the pups. She's been playing with them off and on throughout the evening, or throughout the night, I guess. Like I said, they slept pretty much all night. I really wasn't on puppy watch, but I did take them out. It was about 5 o'clock. I took them straight up out of their cage and got them outside, and then they did their business, started playing outside a little bit. Then I took them in, they had their breakfast. Now they're all snugged in their little blanket and are asleep now. So, all right. Well, this is pretty much the end of the video. Like I said, I said video. Oh gosh, I don't remember what video I even said it in, but I said, we just have to play it by ear and see what pieces of property we can use and we can't use. There's water back there, along there. Now this area right here so far is not wet. I mean, it's wet, but it's not any water right here. So, I mean, this could be used for something, if we eventually wanted to get some goats or something. This area right here we could probably use, but that's kind of debatable right now. Like I said, there is no water right here. This is all dry right here. But like I said, there is water creeping here. It's kind of like a little a lagoon, lagoon around it. It's kind of like a big circle around us. This whole area here is still dry for now. Hopefully it stays that way. So that's about it. I hope you subscribe and hit the bell so you get new updates of following us crazy kids as we learn to live beside a beautiful river, and we're not here to tame the land, because the land can tame you very quickly, but we are here to make a home for ourselves, for our grandkids and our children, yeah, that's why we love it here. I do want to show you something real quick here, and then I will let you all get out of here. Now, I'm at the back here. You see along here, there's a wall that was built by the previous owner, by Center Blocks. And I believe that will help prevent water from coming on over here. But I mean, if we had say we had a 7-day rainstorm, not nonstop, but if we had rain 7 days in straight, I don't know if this wall could hold that water back, but there is a big opening, don't have drains on it or anything, but it is like a pit, if you want to. I guess the only way to really put it is a pit. Take you over here and show you. It actually has water in it. This right here. So if the water would come up or over the ramp or over the boat ramp, it could fill in here. Hopefully that would prevent a lot of water from getting into the main part of the property. But they built this all the way down here. It's all nothing but Center Blocks, and it's built all the way around here to the boat ramp. So, like I said, there's the water line. I think it's dropped down about a foot than it was yesterday. Yesterday, with the wind and everything, this looked like an ocean. It was crazy. I mean, we had some really major waves going on in that river. But I got to get that tree cut down now. It's broke off. It's covered in vines, but it is part of a tree that it just finally broke off. You can see right up there, the corner right, about right in there, it's where it's broke off at. So that will all be cut down. This tree, let me see which tree it is. I'm trying to think which tree it was, because oh, it's this one right here. This one was dead anyways. If you remember a couple videos ago, I said I was going to cut out these trees along here, all these trees along here, and that one broke yesterday. It literally fell into that. It's cracked down there at the bottom. So it's a dead tree anyways. Just thankful it. Kind of wish it had fell down, but it didn't. It kind of got hung up right there in a groove with that other tree. So that'll be something that will have to be definitely taken care of. Like I said yesterday, I was able to walk out there with no water around me at all. There was, well, I take it back, there was some water coming up, but it wasn't over there where the picnic tables are at. So subscribe, make sure you hit the like button, and from me and Paisley Girl, we love you. We thank you for watching our videos, and all have a blessed work week, and be safe for whatever you're doing, and get prepared. All right, there's things coming that, whatever it is, you need to be prepared. You need to have an emergency plan. Like I said, we are in a flood plan, so we always have to have plans for flooding. We got to be prepared for things. Economics is crazy and other things. So just get prepared. Make sure you have 7 days food on you. First aid kit. You don't have to go crazy on prepping, but you do need to get some things stocked up, because I'm telling you, friends, things are about to get really interesting here, and I don't know when, but it's going to get the writing's on the wall. All right, that's all I'd say. All right, love y'all. I gotta go. I am cold, I am tired, and I'm ready to take me a morning nap. All right, talk to y'all soon.